Okay, the 2026 squad of Argentina is terrifying. Okay, we need to talk seriously about what Argentina are building for 2026, because this squad, this version of the Albiceleste is not normal. The reigning World Cup champions, the back-to-back Copa America winners, the team that rewrote South American football history, and somehow they're getting stronger. While the world celebrates their past glory, Argentina are quietly assembling the most dangerous national team on the planet. And if you think I'm exaggerating, you haven't been paying attention. This is the team chasing immortality, the team trying to accomplish what no national team in football history has ever achieved. Back-to-back World Cups and back-to-back continental titles. Spain couldn't do it, Brazil couldn't do it, not even Pele's legendary sides accomplished this. But Argentina 2026? They have something different, something terrifying. A perfect blend of battle-tested champions and explosive young talent, all led by the greatest of all time in his final dance. Let's break down exactly why this Argentina squad is not normal. To understand why Argentina 2026 is so dangerous, we need to talk about what Lionel Scaloni built from absolute chaos. Remember Russia 2018? The disaster, the embarrassment, the collapse that left Argentine football in ruins. Scaloni arrived as a complete unknown, an interim coach, a gamble, a last resort, and from that uncertainty, he built an empire. He gave new life to Di Maria, Otamendi, and De Paul. He brought back Messi's joy, and he discovered names that were invisible to everyone else. Dibu Martinez, Cuti Romero, Lisandro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez, Alex McAllister, Julian Alvarez. First came the 2021 Copa America at the Maracana, ending a 28-year title drought and giving Messi his first senior trophy. Then came the Finalissima at Wembley, a brutal 3-0 demolition of Italy. And then the crown jewel, Qatar 2022, the most dramatic World Cup final in history. But here's what makes them terrifying. They didn't stop there. In 2024, they reclaimed South America again, winning another Copa with Lautaro's extra-time heroics. But the scariest part, they didn't freeze in past glory. They evolved. They modernized. They injected fresh blood into a dynasty that already knew how to win everything. Nico Paz, Alejandro Garnacho, Thiago Almada, Valentin Carboni. A new wave of talent reinforcing a core still led by Lionel Messi. Argentina have only one objective left: complete football. And the 2026 squad is not normal. Let's talk numbers, because Argentina's dominance isn't just impressive, it's historic. Under Scaloni, this team produced a 36-match unbeaten run, the longest in Argentina's history, surpassing the legendary 1990s cycle that stood untouched for decades. In World Cup qualifiers, they've been unstoppable. 25 matches in a row without defeat, the third longest streak in qualifying history. And when that run finally ended, they immediately broke another record: 11 straightaway matches without losing. But here's where it gets scary. They started winning in places where Argentina had suffered for decades. They won in Bolivia after 15 years, in Peru after 16, in Venezuela after 14, in Uruguay after 12. And then came March 25th, 2025, the day Argentina scored 4 goals against Brazil for the first time ever in World Cup qualifying. A 4-1 demolition at the Monumental that secured early qualification and sent a message to the entire world. This isn't just a team that wins. This is a team that breaks every barrier standing in front of them. A team that rewrites the rules of South American football. And defensively, for the first time in history, Argentina completed 3 consecutive away qualifiers without conceding a single goal. A wall anchored by Dibu Martinez and Cuti Romero that opponents simply cannot break through. But statistics doesn't win World Cups. Mentality does. And this Argentina team has forged an unbreakable heart. Think about Dibu Martinez, the penalty emperor who gets inside opponents' heads before they even shoot. the man who made that impossible save against Colomwani in the last second of the World Cup final. Think about Cuti Romero, who came in to neutralise Mbappe in the biggest match of his life. Or Montiel, taking the penalty that ended 36 years of waiting with the entire nation on his shoulders. Di Maria, scoring in every final as if he was born for the biggest stages. Lautaro Martinez, delivering in extra time when it mattered most. McAllister, De Paul, Enzo Fernandez tearing Brazil apart. Argentina didn't just win trophies, they built a team of captains, leaders who would die for the badge. And above them all stands Lionel Messi. 196 matches, 115 goals. The soul of the Scaloneta. The man who finally conquered his destiny in Qatar and now wants to write one more legendary chapter. This core of champions has one final mission. The back-to-back. The achievement no national team has ever accomplished. And they have the squad to do it. Now, let's break down the actual 2026 squad, position by position, because this is where Argentina become truly frightening. Emiliano Martinez, 34 years old, enters as the undisputed number one. He's lived between heaven and hell all season with Aston Villa, but with the Argentina shirt, he becomes unbreakable. And in penalty shootouts, there is no one better in world football. He's the greatest penalty keeper alive. In defense, Cuti Romero is the best centre-back in the entire CONMEBOL region. At 28, he's a monster in duels, a leader in the backline, and the definition of perfect timing. He knows exactly when to slide, when to press, when to wait. And the result is always the same. He wins the ball. Otamendi remains a trusted option thanks to his experience and leadership. Tagliafico brings security and high defensive awareness. And Nahuel Molina at right back, now 29, arrives in great form with Atletico Madrid, known for his projection but anchored in defensive discipline. The midfield is where Argentina's rhythm begins and ends, and Enzo Fernandez is the machine that runs it all. No longer the youngest of the group, the Chelsea midfielder arrives more complete, more mature, and more dangerous. Technically, he's one of the most gifted number 8s heading into the World Cup. Elite long passes, great tempo management, and now, added goal-scoring power. His goal against Brazil showed everything. He drove from midfield with authority, pierced the interior channel, combined with Julian and De Paul, stayed floating inside the box, and finished with ruthless precision. His ability to appear exactly where danger is born is world-class. Alexis McAllister is the perfect balance. A Liverpool midfielder in the best form of his career, with improved mid-range shooting and elite goal instinct. He understands space better than almost anyone in the squad and appears between lines with immaculate timing. And then there's Rodrigo De Paul, the heartbeat, the warrior who never stops running. Now at Inter Miami, he remains untouchable in Scaloni's 11 because of his intensity, his ball recovery, and his leadership. Up front, Julian Alvarez will be Argentina's number 9 without debate. His evolution at Atletico Madrid has been outrageous. Now a free kick specialist, a hybrid forward capable of occupying any attacking zone, and one of the smartest strikers in Europe. His movement in the box, always on the edge of the offside line, makes him lethal. His ability to play as a winger, striker, or second striker gives Scaloni enormous tactical flexibility. And then there's Lionel Messi. Anyone who thinks the 38-year-old is less dangerous than in 2022 is simply wrong. Messi is having a season of 70 goal contributions, 44 goals and 26 assists, leading MLS in goals in 35, in assists with 21, and still breaking world records. His dribbling remains lethal, his long-range shooting untouched, his decision-making the best in the world. Messi arrives to 2026 in extraordinary form, ready for his final dance. But here's the secret weapon: the young blood. Thiago Almada has become one of the revelations of the cycle. His goal against Uruguay, his assist to Alvarez against Chile, his late equalizer versus Colombia earned him massive ovations. Since moving to Europe with Atletico Madrid, he's entered a different rhythm, and Scaloni rewarded him. In recent qualifiers, only Julian Alvarez has been involved in more goals than Almada. Nico Paz brings elegant technique, oriented control, and a thunderous long-range strike. Alejandro Garnacho offers agility, dribbling in tight spaces, and the final pass of a top creator. Valentin Carboni adds sharp technique and creative burst. This isn't a team relying only on past glory. This is a perfect blend of champions who know how to win and young lions hungry to prove themselves. So what does this all mean for 2026? Argentina enter the World Cup with the deepest squad in the Americas, the best penalty goalkeeper on earth, the best creator of his era, one of the strongest defenses in the tournament, a dynamic midfield, and a forward line full of goals, intensity, and intelligence. They're not arriving to participate, they're arriving to dominate. The 2026 World Cup will be historic. 48 teams, 3 host nations, the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And it will be Messi's grand farewell, his last chapter in the blue and white stripes. But this time, unlike 2022, he's not carrying the team on his back. He's leading a super squad, a team built to his taste. Players who may not always shine with their clubs, but transform the moment they wear the Argentina shirt. If they stay healthy, if they maintain this form, Argentina are clear favourites to fight for the 2026 Finalissima, the 2026 World Cup. Back-to-back continental titles, back-to-back World Cups, what no national team in history has ever accomplished. Spain tried and failed, Brazil tried and failed, Germany tried and failed. But this Argentina, they have the mentality, they have the talent, they have the system, they have the legend leading them. There's something poetic about this moment, something almost mythical. Argentina arrived at Qatar 2022 as a team chasing redemption. Now they arrive at 2026 as a team chasing immortality. The generation that ended 28 years of heartbreak. The generation that gave Messi his World Cup. The generation that broke every South American record. Now, they want to cement their legacy as the greatest national team of all time. And with Messi at 38, preparing for his final dance, surrounded by the strongest squad Argentina has ever assembled, this isn't just about winning another trophy. This is about destiny. This is about a team that rewrote history once and now wants to do it again. This is about proving that dynasties don't just survive, they evolve. The 2026 Argentina national team is not normal. It's terrifying. They're a team of champions, leaders, and legends, reinforced by the best young talent in South America, all united by one mission. And the world is about to find out why you should never bet against Argentina.